Alright everybody, welcome back to yet again another video, and today is the day free agency content has begun to start rolling in. Today we're going to take a look at 30 different UFAs, 25 skaters, 5 goaltenders. Should be a very interesting video. If you're new to the channel and you have not already subscribed, please make sure to leave a like down below. Hit that subscribe button for more free agency related content. We're looking at the UFAs today. We will look at the RFAs tomorrow. And anyways, I won't waste any more of your time. Let's get into the video. Alrighty, so starting off here with the Flames, Calgary forward Johnny Gaudreau. These are in order of whoever got the most points during this season. So Johnny Gaudreau to start off here, 40 goals, 75 assists for 115 points. Right now he has a $6.75 million cap hit. Gaudreau, I've seen him go upwards of potentially $10 million. That's how much he maybe wants. Right now, I've seen quotes from agents saying that it isn't about the money. It's where Gaudreau wants to be for the next 7 to 8 years. And Calgary did offer him an 8-year, $9.5 million contract. But he's still undecided on it. So as of right now, we don't know where Gaudreau goes. Next up, Nazem Kadri, 28 goals, 59 assists for 87 points. He has a $4.5 million cap hit. Colorado has made it its priority to sign him, but I'm not entirely too sure if they're able to get him under contract. He does deserve the money. He's really improved as a player this season. Next up, Filip Forsberg, 42 goals, 42 assists for 84 points. He has a $6 million cap hit as of right now. Forsberg, I've seen him go for upwards of $8 to $9 million, so he could get offered a lot. I've seen the Predators did clear out some cap space. They did clear out Luke Kunin's contract to potentially maybe re-sign Forsberg, so maybe a Forsberg signing is on the way. Last I heard, they were $1 million apart, which doesn't make sense to me. Why wouldn't they just split 50-50? Next up, Claude Giroux from the Panthers, 21 goals, 44 assists for 65 points. He's an $8.275 million cap hit, so Giroux was traded to Florida mid-season. Looks like the Panthers are not going to keep him, so we'll see where he goes in the market, maybe to Ottawa. If he goes to Ottawa, they are 100% a contending team. Next up, Patrice Bergeron, 25 goals, 40 assists for 65 points, a $6.875 million cap hit. Bergeron is all but guaranteed to come back to Boston. It pretty much was confirmed. He is at least coming back to the NHL, so we'll see if he does come back with the Bruins. I would imagine he does. Next up, Andre Burakovsky, 22 goals, 39 assists for 61 points, $4.9 million cap hit as of right now. Burakovsky, it's looking like he is probably going to head to the market. It's looking like that as of right now. That's probably what is going to happen. So Burakovsky heading off to the free agency market. Next up, St. Louis Blues, Dave Perron, 27 goals, 30 assists for 57 points. He has a $4 million cap hit. So Perron, if the Blues lose them, that is going to be very bad. I have not heard any rumors of him making it to the market, so maybe he gets re-signed. Maybe he ends up going to the market anyways. Haven't seen much on Perron. Ryan Strome I have seen. He looks like he is going to head to the market. So 21 goals, 33 assists for 54 points is a $4.5 million cap hit. I've seen Strome ask for upwards of $6 million. New York, I'll give credit to him. They did try and sign him. They were in talks with him from pretty much the trade deadline all the way up until now. So it looks like Strome is likely heading to the free agency market. And same with Andrew Copp, 21 goals, 32 assists for 53 points, $3.64 million cap hit. Copp has earned more money, 100%. Copp has 100% earned the more money he's going to get in the market this year. Arizona's Phil Kessel. We've seen rumors of him wanting to leave Arizona, but it looks like he's going to walk through free agency. 8 goals, 44 assists for 52 points, and he has an $8 million cap hit. So Kessel there, obviously, controversial player there. He'll probably definitely get less, at least half of what he's getting right now. So I would imagine probably a $4 million cap hit, maybe a 1 to 2 year contract with a certain team. Have not seen any teams really linked to him. Colorado's Valeri Nichushkin, it looks like he's probably going to get signed. It looks like they were close to a deal today, in fact. This video is uploading the next day after day 2 of the draft, but it looks like they are close to a deal with him. It just has not been announced yet. Nichushkin, 25 goals, 27 assists for 52 points. He has a $2.5 million cap, and I would imagine he gets paid a lot more. So the thing is, though, if Nichushkin gets a good amount of money, that may mean Kadri walks. So you kind of have to choose Nichushkin or Kadri. Nichushkin or Kadri, because I don't think you can keep both. That's the bad part. I don't know if you can keep both. Both want too much money. Next up, Hurricanes forward Vincent Trocheck, 21 goals, 30 assists, 51 points, $4.75. Sorry about that. $1 million cap hit. Trocheck, I've seen him ask for upwards of $6 million, so maybe a team will go out there and get him. Maybe the Bruins. I've seen the Bruins potentially linked to Trocheck. Can they afford him? No way. Next up, Tampa Bay forward Andre Palat, which he pretty much confirmed today that his time is done with the Lightning, so he is moving on to a brand new team. 18 goals, 31 assists for 49 points with a $5.3 million cap hit. So I'd imagine Palat will ask for a lot more. He's been very valuable in the last 3 playoff runs for the Lightning, so I'd imagine he asks for a lot more come the market. So we'll see what Palat does. And I mean, Tampa losing more and more players from those 2 Cup teams. Maybe they're starting to fall apart. Dallas is Klingberg, 6 goals, 41 assists for 47 points, a $4.25 million cap hit. Klingberg requested a trade earlier in the season, obviously, so Klingberg definitely is not coming back. He's 100% hitting the trade market, or hitting the free agency market. Florida's Mason Marchment, son of Brian Marchment, rest in peace. 18 goals, 29 assists for 47 points. He gets paid $80,000 or $800,000. He's 100% going to get a raise. He has improved so much drastically to be a top 6 forward in the NHL. Definitely proud of him. Winnipeg's Paul Stastny, 21 goals, 24 assists for 45 points, a $3.75 million cap hit. I would imagine Winnipeg brings him back. Once again, why not on like a $2 million, maybe $1.5 million deal? That seems fair, in all honesty. And I mean, Stastny might be at the tail end of his career anyway, so maybe he retires. Right now, not entirely too sure there. Carolina's Neiderreiter, 24 goals, 20 assists for 44 points with a $5.25 million cap hit. Neiderreiter likely going to go to the market. It's almost all but confirmed with him, Copp, and Strome. They were announced on the same day. So probably Neiderreiter going to the free agency market there as well. Carolina's lost a lot of good players. Next up, 3 Pittsburgh players. Evan Rodrigues, who had a really big breakout season. 19 goals, 24 assists for 43 points. Is at a $1 million cap hit as of right now. I like Rodrigues a lot. I think he could get a lot more money on the market. Probably not staying with Pittsburgh, especially if this guy, Evgenii Malkin, re-signs. 20 goals, 22 assists for 42 points with a $9.5 million cap hit. So Malkin there, obviously, been with the Penguins for a very long time, since 2004. We will see if he comes back. Right now, it's not looking too good. Looking like he's going to hit the market unless the Penguins offer him more than 3 years. That's the last I heard on rumors for him. And where he goes? I've only heard Capitals. I've heard either he goes back to the Penguins or he heads to the Capitals. That's the only team I've heard. So, as of right now, it's not looking good for Malkin. Pittsburgh's Rickard Rakell, he had 20 goals, 21 assists for 41 points with a $3.789 million cap hit. So Rakell is probably going to get some good money out there on the market. Maybe he goes back to the Ducks. Who knows? Likely doesn't stay with the Penguins. Carolina's Max Domi, 11 goals, 28 assists for 39 points, a $5.3 million cap hit. Domi will definitely get a lot less in his next contract. I'm still a big fan of Domi. I think he still has some potential in the NHL, just not as big as he was imagined to be. Next up, Oilers' Evander Kane, 22 goals, 17 assists for 39 points with a $2.108 million cap hit. Kane proven to be one of the best mid-season free agency signings for the Oilers ever. Hopefully they can keep him around. It's not looking too good right now. Maybe Kane goes out there in the market. Could get some money, but teams definitely will pass on him due to the controversy. I'm a team that I imagine might go for him is maybe the Islanders, because the Islanders don't seem to care about any of that stuff. Next up here, Vegas is Riley Smith. Never mind. He actually just signed to a contract. I'm not sure why he is on the board still. I think it might have been because the signing has not been confirmed yet, so apologies on that. Completely forgot he was signed until right now. I basically just went through down through Cap Friendly's list, and it looks like Smith is all but confirmed to be signed, but they won't announce it just for legal reasons. So Smith is signed to a contract. I'm not sure why I have him on here. Next up, New York's Frank Vatrano, 18 goals, 14 assists for 32 points, a $2.533 million cap hit. So Vatrano there could get some good money on the market. Rangers are losing some good players. I will say that they're losing Strome, they're losing Copp, they're losing Vatrano. They're losing some good players from those runs, and we'll see what they do during free agency to get some of those players back. And lastly, Toronto's Ilya Mikheyev with a 21 goals, 11 assists for 32 points with a $1.645 million cap hit. So Mikheyev definitely heading to the market. He requested a trade at the beginning of the year. 100% heading to the market now. I have 5 goaltenders here. The goalie market isn't all too big this year. In all honesty, there isn't too many big goalies. First off, Darcy Kuemper, 37 wins, 12 losses, 2.54 goals against average, and a .921 save percentage with a $4.5 million cap hit as of right now. Kuemper could get north of $7 million, to be honest. I think Kuemper is that good of a goalie. I've respected him since his days with the Coyotes. Toronto's Jack Campbell, 31 wins, 9 losses, a 2.64 goals against average, and a .914 save percentage, a $1.65 million cap hit. I would imagine Campbell gets some good money out there on the market as well. Next up, Philadelphia's Martin Jones, 12 wins, 18 losses, a 3.43 goals against average, and a .900 save percentage. He, as of right now, has a $2 million cap hit. I think Jones did good this season. Don't let his numbers doubt you. I thought he played very well, and I think he could do good for another team next season. Maybe it's the Sharks again. Who knows? Next up, Detroit's Thomas Greiss, 10 wins, 15 losses, a 3.66 goals against average, and a .900 save percentage. He's getting paid $3.6 million right now. I'd imagine Greiss gets a much shorter contract. Greiss's time is kind of starting to wind down, if we're being honest. I'm not sure where Greiss really would go next. And last but not least, Dallas Stars goaltender Braden Holtby, 10 wins, 10 losses, a 2.78 goals against average, and a .913 save percentage. He's getting paid $2 million as of right now. Looking like Dallas isn't going to keep him. He'd be a solid backup for whatever team picks him up. And that'll do it for our UFA preview. Tomorrow we will preview the RFAs. I promise I will make sure if any players that are unconfirmed to be signed to a contract, but pretty much are, I will make sure that they're in there next time. So I do apologize for the Mike Smith situation there. But anyways, that'll do it for me. Thank you all very much for watching Fight Sports Late. I really do appreciate it. Make sure to subscribe down below if you are new. And anyways, that is it for me. I will see you guys in the next video. Adios.